everyone, and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us today. Well, money can often be a source of contention, especially within marriage. And for Shane, money was everything. And for years, he was not open to giving any of it away.
Yeah, and his wife Denise had a different set of values. And then when Shane finally agreed to tithe, he and Denise both discovered they had more money than ever.
As the manager of a sporting goods store, Shane Lum enjoys teaching his young children how to play sports. But Shane and his wife Denise know that their kids need to do more than swing a club or throw a ball to succeed in life. They'll need to know how to manage their money, which was a lesson Shane had to learn from his wife.
He did not value the same values that I value, for example, with tithing.
But when it came to money, it was like sacred to me. Money was everything.
That's where the struggle happened between me and my husband.
Denise was raised in a Christian family who taught her about giving. Shane was not.
We'd be driving to church, and she'd have the checkbook, and she'd like, how much can I give today? I wasn't as open to giving at that moment because I think it was a waste of money.
And it was always rolling of the eyes, like in a big, deep breath. And I said, we need to do a 10%. Out of everything that God has given us, we wouldn't have anything we have right now if it wasn't for him. And he laughed and he said, I don't need to give my money. Everything that we have is because we worked hard for it.
I remember laughing at her and I saw the hurt in her face, but at the time I didn't understand.
I walked away feeling so defeated, disappointed in myself.
The arguments over giving ended that night. But Denise's prayers for her husband's salvation continued. A year later, Shane became a Christian. That's when he realized he had been making a big mistake.
I just remember crying out and just saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being disobedient when it came to tithing. I'm sorry for hurting my wife. And from that moment on, I said, I'm gonna tithe faithfully, 100%.
He's like, okay, we gotta tithe, and he's okay with it. He's not checking bills first. He's not seeing if there's enough money to give. He just joyfully and faithfully he gives.
Since they made the decision to tithe faithfully, Shane and Denise say that instead of having less money, their income has increased.
We've had unexpected checks, like reimbursement from her student loans, and I've gotten 2 raises in the last 2 years.
God has blessed me with a good paying job where I'm able to support my children. I'm able to give them things that I wasn't able to have. See what God can do when you have faith. Just see him just pour the blessings down.
Tithe is God's money. If you want to see the windows of heaven open up, you test him, and it says that in Malachi, to test him. And that's where the blessings really come in.
A lot of people discover these principles that Scripture gives about our finances later in life. Some folks early on understand what God is calling them to do and are obedient and understand his financial principles. But for a lot of us, it takes some tough lessons to learn things like this. And, marriage can be difficult anyway. And then when you're having money issues and disagreements on what to do with your money, it's even more challenging. And so there's no unity there. But that couple found following God's principles when it comes to all aspects of life, including finances, leads to something very special. A lot of us trust God with a lot of aspects of our lives, right? But for some reason, when it comes to our finances, we seem to think we know better than God. I don't know what it is about money, but we say, Lord, I know what I have to be responsible for. I know my resources, whether they're a lot or I have lack, and I know what I'm able to give better than you. But if we start to listen to his voice, he'll show us he can be trusted. And Proverbs says, when we are kind to the poor, we're really lending to the Lord, and it says he will repay us. We're lending to the Lord, the Scripture says. And when you loan something, you can anticipate receiving it back. And that sweet couple experienced that. If you'd like to sow into what God is doing around the world, CBN is a great place to do that. I've been doing it for a long time and get to see what my gifts do around the world for people. You can just call us and say, I'd like to join the 700 Club. Is this $20 a month, 65 cents a day? You can call us at 800-700-7000 and start to listen to what God is speaking to you about principles of tithing and giving. When you do that, we would like to send something to you. It's a great new teaching by Gordon Robertson, and it is called The Lord is My Shepherd. It's an in-depth study of this precious psalm that has blessed people for so many years, and it'll give you great new insights into this psalm, a psalm of David. It's very powerful. It's our gift to you when you join the 700 Club at $20 a month. You can call us at 800-700-7000. Just say, I'd like to join the 700 Club.